What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Final Whistle. Yes, we are back. It's been a while. A lot of schedule conflicts have happened, but we are back finally on a Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Never really had a Wednesday show before. Tuesday couldn't work yesterday. Couldn't work Monday.
Have we done this once?
No, I don't think we've had a Wednesday show. Maybe. I don't know.
Might be every day of the week we've hit.
Yeah. But now we have missed a lot. A lot of stuff has gone on. The schedule has been released for the NFL, and we will be going through the Pittsburgh Steelers playoff predictions. Just the Steelers for today. As you know, we are both Steelers fans. Then we'll get into some topics about, I think, the tush push that just got ruled that it will not be banned. So we'll get into that later. But first off, let's get into the NFL schedule. The Pittsburgh Steelers schedule is at, and let's go.
So
I'll screen share this right here.
So you're going to screen share yours. I'm going to keep track of mine off to the side.
So might be small for people at home. I don't know.
I see it perfectly fine on mine. It might be good.
I'll try and enlarge my screen here just a little bit. Right there. That should be good. All right.
Yes. So
week 1.
Now here's a question.
Yeah.
Now I think I'm going to make my are we doing this presuming Rodgers is quarterback?
No. Right now.
You're doing yours as of now.
Yeah, right now.
I think I'm on my end. I'm going to presume it as Rodgers is quarterback. But it might be about the same record.
All right.
Because I think it is going to happen the next week. But
Steelers lose George Pickens. Don't have a quarterback. Week 1 against the Jets. Justin Fields looks to get his revenge on the Pittsburgh Steelers in New Jersey. This is being played away for the Steelers. Man, this is already a tough one. I want to lean Steelers because the Jets, I think, have a better offense than Pittsburgh with Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and now Justin Fields kind of opens up their offense a little bit more with some read options with Breece Hall. But I think that the Steelers get the win for week 1. I'm really not going to do a lot of Steelers bias here because I just don't think that.
Yeah,
that's
you got to be realistic.
You know what I mean? All right, week 2, another revenge game.
I need to give some thoughts.
Okay, yeah, talk to me.
So, or do we want to go your schedule first, then mine? Or it might take a while that way.
I don't care.
Let's just go game by game. Okay. So me with the Jets, I have the Steelers winning this too, and I have that either with Rodgers or without Rodgers personally. I was listening to Big Ben's podcast, and he said the exact same thing. He did it the exact same way, with Rodgers, without Rodgers. And either way, I think this is a win. However, I think it's going to be one of those freakishly close, heart attack games for the Pittsburgh Steelers. If I'm given a final score, it could easily be 20-17 or 17-16 or something like that. I think the NFL knows something. With these schedule releases, they're always so hyped up. There is literally a reason. The first game is the New York Jets. A Sunday Night Football is against the Green Bay Packers. They are clearly banking on the Steelers getting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They are clearly banking on that. That's how they make these things. They want people watching these games. Packers Steelers probably isn't Sunday Night Football compared to other stuff right now. Why would the NFL want Mason Rudolph on Sunday Night Football? No offense to Mason. I love Mason. But I think opening up the season in New Jersey, that is, against the Jets, Rodgers' old team, if he is the quarterback, against Fields, who I think might be feeling like he needs to prove something to Mike Tomlin, to Omar Khan. I think it's a trap. I could totally see the Steelers blowing it, but I am picking the Steelers to win it. So we both got them starting 1-0.
Yeah. If you get Rodgers in this game, I think it's a blowout, honestly. But the Steelers' offense is piss poor, Nate. I'm going to call it as it is. It is flat out bad. DK Metcalf is your wide receiver 1. Then your wide receiver 2 is literally Pat Freiermuth, the tight end.
Calvin Austin, I guess.
Calvin Austin's not terrible. He's not good. Now, if you get Chris Olave, it's a different story. Again, talking in hypotheticals, we still don't have Aaron Rodgers. Now the Saints need a quarterback. So, but you're not wrong. The schedule was released for you to think that. Damn, are they really? Do they want Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers this bad?
If you're Aaron Rodgers, would you rather choose the Steelers or Saints if you want to win? I guess the Steelers, right? With as little bias.
Yeah, you had a better defense and you had better coaching.
You got DK too. He was already practicing with DK.
Correct, yeah.
Months ago. And he says it wasn't planned or just came about for a video. There's no way that's not planned.
No shot.
No way.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Aaron Rodgers. Will say this. He brought about the offense, and there were people. I think it was Big Ben talking about this, and he made up a good point. I think Rodgers' entire career has ran a West Coast style offense. The Steelers don't do that at all. Rodgers got to get here soon to learn the playbook.
Correct.
Because
I also think that Rodgers doesn't want to be in minicamp. He doesn't want to be in Latrobe.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too. I think the Steelers need to like put their foot down and say you need to show up for mandatory like OTAs or something if it's not just minicamp. He needs to be here for. I think it was Charlie Batch saying that too. A third string QB for his entire like backup. Said you have to be there to learn the playbook, especially if you don't know a non-West Coast style offense that he's played in forever, even in New York.
Yeah.
That's the type of play he has always played in. And it needs to like get to a point where you got to get in town. You got to learn the playbook. Because the offense, as much as I hate to say it, I think it will be Rodgers, but he got to get there soon, man. Because you got to be able to click with these guys. You can't just like come in here with your own version of a West Coast style and just implement it into Arthur Smith, who's probably like, you're not going to do that. I wanted Justin Fields personally. Probably Arthur Smith is saying that because he fits the playbook. But like, I don't think Mike Tomlin's going to let even Mike Tomlin. Like, I would be surprised if Mike Tomlin just lets Aaron Rodgers change the entire offense. It just can't happen. But it's important to get into town quick.
Yeah. The whole thing, this whole schedule really does bank off Rodgers. I know it sucks. I don't want Aaron Rodgers, Nate. Personally, I would rather leg it out with Will Howard.
Oh, yeah.
I would rather have Will Howard than Mason Rudolph. I don't think that's crazy at all.
I think it's not crazy at all to say there's a situation where Rodgers comes, gets hurt, Mason Rudolph plays, and then they're just like, screw it. The fans are just chanting for Will Howard.
It also is upsetting because these fans are acting like Rodgers is like coming off an MVP. He had a bad year last year. He was flat out bad last year. He wasn't hurt last year. He was just bad last year. He didn't play good at all.
Bro, I said this when we had Tree on. I would rather have Kirk Cousins, and there was a situation where he could get traded. I'd rather have Kirk Cousins than Aaron Rodgers. He's younger, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, for like locker room reasons, yeah.
And maybe you have him locked up under that contract because who knows? It's not going to happen, but I would rather have Kirk Cousins say he has a really good year, and then you have him locked up because he as well is coming off, I think, his second year off of that Achilles, just like Aaron Rodgers. Kirk Cousins, however, played last year and got benched. And, I mean, it was a good move, but, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons try to move on from him still. But it will be Aaron Rodgers, and we're going to have to deal with it.
Hopefully. I mean,
this Jets game is going to be hilarious, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the second game. We yapped a lot for that first game. This is basically just the Rodgers game. Yes or not. Especially then there's the Green Bay one. But Seattle at home at Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. I assume this will be a noon game or a 1:00 game.
Yeah, the DK Metcalf Bowl.
Again, this is a revenge game, I guess, for DK. Now, DK requested a trade, so I think his team will feel some sort of way about this. This is tough for me, Nate. But I'm gonna go Seattle.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go Seattle. Yeah.
I'm taking the Steelers with or without Rodgers. Just because of this, I love how the Steelers defense right now still looks. I'm getting all these advertisements on my screen, so I can't. Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me click. I'm taking the Steelers. I'm very curious to see the Seattle offense with Sam Darnold. However, because Sam Darnold was a QB option for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
There were rumors about that, and that silenced in like 5 minutes after the window opened.
Here's what I think is going to happen. And Jalen Milroe, I think, is going to be used a lot more than people think on this team.
Like,
and if you can get I mean, I don't know, dude. I could lean Steelers here at home. You know what? I just don't think Seattle has the passing options. They don't. They don't have passing options.
Jigba. That's
They're
it.
2-0. I have the Steelers at 2-0.
Yeah, I think if anything, Milroe might take. It would be so weird though. It's kind of like the same situation the Seahawks could find themselves in.
Defense is way
Like,
worse than ours. Way worse.
Remember Atlanta last year? They picked Michael Penix like really early, but they still snagged him, which was pretty smart. Like looking at it at the time, it's like that was stupid, but it's like that was actually kind of smart, I guess, because maybe you're not that invested in Kirk Cousins. They did that right after they signed Kirk Cousins. Imagine if the Seahawks do that right after they draft Jalen Milroe and right after they sign Sam Darnold to a big deal, because they were like, what if last year in Minnesota, Vikings land, what if that was a fluke? Because who does he have at wide receiver? Justin Jefferson. You got rid of Justin Jefferson if you are a Sam Darnold-esque guy, and now you have Jackson Smith and Jigba. And then you don't get to play with DK Metcalf. I think it's a win for the Steelers. I think the defense is too much for them. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if it's one of those coin flip games. I'm not going to lie. I just think it's like the home opener aspect. I think the Steelers will come out buzzing. It's not going to be like hopefully last year. I think 2 years ago was the last time they had a home opener. I think the one in against San Fran, the blowout. It's not going to be like that. I think this is going to be a good game. Last time these guys faced off, if I remember right, Mason Rudolph saved the season and practically got them to the playoffs. It was a big reason. It was one of Mason's best games. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
Well, I'm going Patriots this next game.
Yeah, I don't like this one. I'm going Patriots too.
Patriots just own the Steelers, dude. Drake May's been good. He's having bad OTAs so far. Threw 4 interceptions today. He's got to figure it out.
And the funny thing is, Steeler fans are going to be so mad when they lose this game. A, it's at Gillette Stadium. They usually struggle there. B, I really like how Drake May's looking. He looked pretty good last year. Didn't they also sign Stephon Diggs too? I think they did.
Yes, but
I mean, I like some of their weapons they have. I like their young guys. I think they have a good O-line they're building there in New England. I like somewhat like the defense they're building. This could totally be one of the games where the offense just doesn't perform, and then the defense is just going to get tired. And they're, how we know how those went. The defense goes out there every minute because the offense just goes 3 and out. I think this is going to be one of those Patriots younger team just wears the defense down.
Yep.
It's like the dagger slowly going through your chest, like that type of a game, and it's going to suck to watch. Like if I had to pick a final score, this game could totally be like a 23-20 type. And it's just like one of those gritty wins the Patriots usually pull out against the Pittsburgh Steelers. A very Tom Brady-esque like game, I think we could see.
Steelers at home again.
Ireland.
Oh, it's in Ireland?
Yep, this is 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Give me the Steelers. J.J. McCarthy is your quarterback for the Vikings. Listen, the Vikings went on a run last year. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. I said that last year. I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy. I don't think he's a good serviceable quarterback in the NFL this year. I don't see a serviceable running game with the Vikings right now with Aaron Jones. Justin Jefferson's good, but by week 4, he could be hurt by now, and it could be Jordan Addison. But this team's never healthy. They shocked the world last year and then pissed down their pants when the time came for it. But I'm gonna go Steelers. And this is shocking because this schedule is set up so weird for the Steelers. It's a pretty easy schedule, but these first 4 games before the bye are going to give Steelers fans the most confidence ever in whatever quarterback it is. And here's my issue. If Mason Rudolph is starting these 4 games, I think he wins them. I think if Will Howard starts these first 4 games, then we also win them. But what's going to happen is Rudolph's going to win. Everyone's going to be like, okay, Rudolph's our guy. And then the gauntlet comes.
Yep. And there's a little gauntlet at the end. But I'll say this about the Ireland game. I would be more excited if like they still have, even crazy it sounds, still at Sam Darnold. It would be a better game.
Yeah.
I think this is also going to be like maybe the Patriots or Seahawks game. They could easily lose this. But for some reason, I just think like the excitement of the team this is going to sound so dumb, but the excitement of the team getting to play in Ireland, there's a lot of Steeler fans there. You got Rooney looking down from the heavens who wanted this. The team's going to be playing for him. The ghost of Dan Rooney. Like they're going to be playing for this guy because this is someone that's wanted this so much. Cam Hayward said it in his own podcast. Like they are excited for this. The thing I don't like about this is that week 5 bye. That's going to suck. But I mean, you have to do that if you're coming off international games. and the Steelers have been blessed to not play an overseas game in forever. It seems like I kind of wish it was the Packers and Steelers. It would be a better game. But I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings can pull this one off. I would be more surprised if, I wouldn't be surprised if Rudolph's the starter and then they win this, or the Vikings win it. Team goes 2-2, and then the fans are like, "Oh, this season's over." Or I have them winning, and then the fans, like you said, get too excited, and they're like, "Oh, Super Bowl, we're going. This is the team." But yeah, I got them going 3-1 into the bye. I got them getting this win.
Yeah. So then they go. This is an early bye. This is the earliest bye I can remember in a long time for the Steelers, Nate.
Yep.
And it's the first bye. It's the first bye of the season, right?
Yeah, it's funny listening to like Ben's podcast, Cam's podcast. This is the bye no player likes. Just because you have to have it because you're coming off international travel. But at the same time, you would rather have that bye, I guess, maybe after week 13 or before the Bills game. Maybe after the Bengals game, week 11, not week 5. I mean, you don't have to wait like a gap week in December, I guess. You get all your football straight through, but it's going to be tough. You got to stay healthy, and that's probably a reason players don't like early bye weeks.
All right, Steelers coming off the bye in Cleveland. Nate, again, I don't know what's come over me, but I'm still going with the Steelers. And this is so weird because I don't think this team is going to be good this year. But these first 5 games for the Steelers they're easy. They're easy games. These are easy games for the Steelers. If they are if their defense is half as good as it should be, the offense just has to score 14 to 17 points a game, and you're going to win these games. But again, that's been a struggle for the Steelers. So
Nevin says 17-0 in the chat. I think with this game, I'm picking the Steelers, and the storyline behind this is who's the QB? Is Kenny Pickett going to get booed in Pittsburgh if he starts? This is in Pittsburgh. We got to remember that. Off the bye week, fresh off of Ireland, I guess. Who's the QB for the Browns? Is it Flacco, a former Raven, former Brown as well, and he's still
Pickett
there? I guess.
And Kaiser have been taking the QB1 snaps for Cleveland. As of now.
You got Pickett, Shadur, Dylan Gabriel, an injured Deshaun Watson. But who's the guy? Could it be Kenny?
It's Pickett. In my opinion, it's Pickett or Flacco. Flacco's the vet, but as of right now, he has not been succeeding with in OTAs, and he's not taking the QB1 snaps as a lot of people thought he would be.
I think if I was the Browns head coach, I'm going Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
He has the best chance, in my opinion, to let them win a game. Like, you saw how he is against, like, when he played the Steelers in Indianapolis this past year. I think it was him. He beat them after coming in for Anthony Richardson. Nevin says Shadur wins the job. I could totally see that too, honestly. I mean, it's 50-50, but it's a possibility.
All right. Steelers, Bengals. Come on. This is Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals, and here it goes, Nate. This is where the slippery slope happens.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's a Thursday night football game in Cincinnati. Last year's Cincinnati game, though, in Cincy was a shootout, and the Steelers somehow won it. If the Steelers have Rodgers, it's closer. If it's Mason Rudolph and Will Howard, I don't think you can compete with this. Their wide receiver core, it also depends on how bad their defense is. Is Trey Hendrickson going to even be there? Like, their defense could allow like 50 points, but the Steelers' defense is going to be tired because the offense keeps going 3 and out. It could be that type of thing. Joe Burrow, in my opinion, could have had an MVP caliber year last year. He only didn't win it because his team record wasn't good. They didn't make the playoffs. If the Bengals made the playoffs, Danny, I'm going to say it, Joe Burrow should have been MVP. He was a beast. He played really good. Look at what he's been doing. He had the best year of his career. Best year.
Couldn't win football games. That's what matters.
And
so sick of that argument.
Put that on the defense, though, too.
The people that are saying Jokic should have won MVP. SGA had 68 wins. Like, if you're the best player, win games.
Hey, Mike Trout didn't make the playoffs, and he won MVP. And Shohei Ohtani. But other than that, I have the Bengals win. I think this is going to be a bad game. And like you said, this is the downward spiral.
Yep. All right. Well, here we go. Lose to the Packers at in Pittsburgh. This is coming off a mini bye. What the hell is a mini bye?
Oh,
Long rest Thursday to Sunday, I guess, is a mini bye now.
I guess so. Yeah.
Makes
sense.
Yeah, I just think that the Packers are a damn good team. They're damn good. Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, they got Golden now. It's a good offense. It's a very good offense. This is a good Packers team. Good Packers team. They rebuilt amazingly. Amazingly.
Yeah.
It's how you rebuild.
Yeah, I'm gonna be different. If it's Rodgers, which I'm going with, I'm taking Rodgers to beat his old team. I don't know why. I think it's the Sunday Night Football effect. Tomlin's been good on Sunday Night Footballs most recently. The Steelers have been a good Sunday Night Football team. For some reason, they love playing in primetime. So I am picking the Pittsburgh Steelers. Very close game. This could easily be one of those Boswell field goal type of games. But I guess if you care, I'll start it off next. I have them losing to the Colts literally right after.
Nate, I agree.
Because this is, even though it's at home this time, the Colts, their head coach, for some reason, outcoaches Mike Tomlin every single year. It's terrible.
I just think this interior line that the Steelers have, I know they drafted to strengthen it. I know Cam Hayward's coming off a damn good year, but Nate, I just don't think you stop Jonathan Taylor. You know me. You know I'm a huge Anthony Richardson guy.
You got Pittman,
I love AR.
Yep.
But, like, I don't think Richardson needs to play that well. The Steelers just can't – I just don't think they're going to be able to compete with a team like the Colts, who isn't even necessarily a better team than them. But these are the type of teams that beat the Steelers. The Colts could be a 2-win team right now, and they're going to beat the Steelers.
Yep. And
now, I wish I knew which one of these games were home games, night home games. Because
the home game is the second one.
Okay, these are all at 1 o'clock. Oh, this is a night game in Pittsburgh.
The team in that column that you're in now is the homes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just looking to see if they're night games. Like, if this is a night game, it's honestly different. I'm taking the Steelers. This is a night game.
Yeah, so that's Sunday Night Football.
Nate, Chargers take the win here.
Hey, last year the Steelers got lucky against the Chargers because Herbert got hurt. He probably shouldn't even played. He got hurt.
Steelers lose 4 in a row here. Okay. Ooh. They go into the Cincinnati Bengals at home. Sunday game at home, Steelers. Coming off a bye, the Bengals come in and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right here, Nate, Steelers have lost 5 in a row at home. What do Steelers fans do? At home, you've lost 5 in a row now. After the Colts game, it starts happening. Boo! Get rid of Rudolph. Get rid of Rudolph. We hate Rudolph. We hate Rudolph.
Does this start the yearly fire Tomlin chants?
This is when it goes downhill. Because look, now the Steelers are behind the 8 ball. Yeah. They're 4-6, right?
Yeah.
So what happens here? Week 12.
First of all, before you go, I don't want to forget to give my picks.
Yeah.
Chargers, Steelers. I'm actually going to take Pittsburgh. It does worry me that it's on the West Coast. It really does. But I think, I don't know. I think it's going to be one of those weeks Tomlin comes, the team just regroups. But I'm going to take the Bengals sweeping them. Usually that doesn't happen, but they have to get that loss back somehow. Go right ahead.
So, Steelers have lost now 5 in a row. They're 4-6. They've started the season 3-1. Or 4-1, maybe. We started the season 4-1. Yeah, look at this.
Yep.
4-1. You've just lost 5 in a row. Mason Rudolph has been benched. Will Howard comes in. Beats the Chicago Bears.
Good old Caleb
Williams. Beats the Chicago Bears. Beats Caleb Williams. What time is this game? 1 o'clock game. They beat Caleb Williams in Chicago.
Oof. New Benny Johnson, new coach.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, they do.
So, okay, for this one, I have them also coming off a Bengals loss. So I have them going from the Packers to the Bengals. I have them going 2-2. We both have them losing the Colts, but I have them beating the Chargers and Packers. This is one of those, especially if Rodgers is the guy. This is one of those you would quote unquote
Oh,
Compared,
this is Rodgers. This is no brainer. He owns the
well,
Bears.
here's the thing. Even if it's Rodgers, this is still one of those quote unquote trap games, especially from a roster
No, not for
perspective.
Rodgers. Rodgers owns the Bears. Owns.
But with that aspect, I'm picking Pittsburgh. But I would not be surprised if like they blow this. This could be the one. Honestly, Rodgers, if he is the guy, plays good. But this is the game this defense just blows it. Like I would not be surprised because they. So what do you have them at right now?
I have them at 5-6 right now.
I had them at 7-4, but I have their collapse later, I guess.
Oh, it's still coming.
We're different. We're different in where we're having our losses, but
Next week, Steelers lose to the Bills.
oh yeah, easy. That's in the L. That's gonna be a blowout, I think. At home too.
Lose the Ravens.
Oh. Now, how bad do you think that Bills game is? It's in
Bad.
Pittsburgh.
Bad. Nate, we've never beat the Bills ever.
Is that the equivalent? Is it worse than the Chiefs Christmas game? Is that the question with that though?
This is Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, I mean, like, is it gonna be as like worse than how the Chiefs game went?
Yeah, it'll be around the same as that.
Or like the Eagles last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills to blow them out.
Yeah. And then the next week you got Ravens at home. I think you lose this game.
Yeah, I got that as an L too. There's my 2 losses in a row.
And now you're 5-8. If Mike Tomlin wants his winning season, you've got to win out.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. I got them at 7-6 right now.
Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh. This is the Color Rush game. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait, I'm trying to see. December 15th. The Dolphins don't know how to play in the cold.
Yep.
So I'm picking the Steelers to win that.
Give me the Steelers.
They're gonna blow it. I'm wondering if Tua will be healthy too. Every year.
Lions Steelers. This is Sunday at 4:25. You got to go with the Lions here, right? You got to go.
There goes his winning season for you.
There goes his Mike Tomlin's winning season.
It's over.
Now I'm going to look back. I think I might switch a few one game.
I'm taking the Lions to blow them out too.
And then I'm going Steelers to beat the Browns, and then Ravens are going to sit their starters week 18.
Yeah.
Steelers. Now there's one game that I think could be changed, and that's one of the Bengals games.
Yeah.
This one or even the Colts game, I think you can change. One of these games they're going to win. So yeah. I do think realistically we will be 9-8. It's one of these games is going to flip. One of these 3 games right here, either the Chargers, Colts, or Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Because, well, first of all, before I get into that, I have us. I think the Lions game this year is going to be like the Eagles game last year. It's just abysmal to watch. It's also the week of Christmas, December 21st. Yippee! Then they play the Browns in Cleveland. I want to be every year they lose a game in Cleveland. They do it all the time. And it would be the most Steelers-esque thing because right now on mine, before I pick, I have them at 8-7 before that Browns game. And they need to win that Browns game to at least have a chance. Oh, it depends who's the guy. I think they sweep the Browns, but just because I have them getting swept by the Bengals. And I agree with you with what you said about the Ravens. They're probably going to rest their starters because let's be honest, the Ravens are probably going to win the division. So I'm going to pick the Steelers to win that final game. So you have them at 8-9, correct?
Yes, as of right now. But Nate, they're going to win a game they shouldn't win, and then they're going to be 9-8, baby.
Yeah, so I got them at 10-7. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. But 10-7, you either get your first round exit, you go down 21-0 in the first quarter, and then a year from now I'll be clamoring for firing Tomlin on this show again. It's a loop. It's a loop. But yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. The stretch week 8 through 10, if we can look at that really quick on yours. Packers, Colts, Chargers.
Correct. This is one of these games is going to flip flop, and we're going to be 9-8. And that's just how it's going to go. This schedule is such a Steelers schedule. There are games in here that you should win that you're going to lose. There's games in here that you should get blown out and you're going to win. But honestly, Nate, this depends on Aaron Rodgers if he's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback or not. I think that I did this without the Steelers having Rodgers. I think that if you do have Rodgers, you're going to win the Colts game. You could win that Packers game just because it's Rodgers. He doesn't want to lose to the Packers. You're going to win the Jets. You're going to win the Jets game. You're going to split with the Bengals.
What about the Patriots? We both have that as a loss.
Yeah, you're still going to lose to the Patriots.
I still have them losing to the Colts with Rodgers just because I know history.
Even week 16 against the Lions, like who knows with injuries? The Lions are a team that get injured a lot. I don't know.
I still don't like that Lions game, man. That Lions game is there's equivalence to last year, I see. The Bills game is literally going to feel like the Chiefs game, but I think worse because the Bills, in my opinion, have a more high-powered offense, what they can do with Josh Allen. And then with the Lions, I get the vibes of that game in Philly. It's in Detroit. That place is going to be tough to play in.
Yeah, but Steelers fans travel, dude.
Imagine if it's Will Howard starting. He's going to get heckled like crazy by all those Michigan people.
Oh,
it's going to be bad.
But
it's going to be horrendous.
That's the game he can win, dude.
Yeah, so I got them 10-7 with Rodgers. Now, without Rodgers, if I were to change anything, I'm changing the Packers game over, and they go 9-8. I have them winning in that stretch from 8 to 10. Packers, Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh, home against the Colts, Sunday Night Football in Los Angeles against the Chargers. If the Steelers, if what I think is going to happen, if we all think like the games are going to win or should win, they win. The games they should lose, or they get swept by the Bengals. They need to win 2 of those 3 in that stretch because the Packers, Colts, and Chargers, in my opinion, are all coin flip games with the roster, especially if it is Aaron Rodgers. Now, here's the thing about the Chargers game. There's a storyline with that. The Najee Harris revenge game. But yeah. How about that? So you got 8-9.
Steelers beat the Chargers.
Oh, you changed yours. So what's your record now?
I forgot Najee here. I forgot Najee's on there. You know what, Najee? I went the other day for the first time in a while to my pizza shop down the road. Najee Harris. I enjoyed 2 slices of cheese pizza. I protest. I said I'm never going back there until Najee Harris is off the Steelers. Hallelujah, he's gone. Najee, I enjoyed 2 slices of pizza that you'll never have again because you will never be in my city. So you know what, Nate? 9-8. We beat the Chargers. I forgot Najee's bum ass is on the Chargers. Steelers beat the Chargers on Sunday Night Football.
Hey, that makes them 9-8 now.
Najee Harris fumbles. TJ Watt scoop and score. Gritty. We win.
Hey, look at your record up there now. I think they're 9-8.
They are.
Oh, Najee Harris just saved Tomlin another year of 9-8
Harris
football.
Is saved.
Thank you, Najee. Before we move on to other fun topics, did you see the schedule release videos and all that stuff?
Yeah, those were fire.
Did you see the Chargers one? What they did to the Steelers? By chance,
9-8.
So yeah, the Minecraft thing, and then whenever it fell off, did you see the Rodgers Minecraft skin just looking down at? I don't think a lot of people noticed that. But moving on to a fun topic, because I sent it in the chat. And it's something I brought up a couple of days ago, but I forgot about all today. If you want to move this really quick, this is a good topic. So while you work on that, if you didn't see the news in the last couple of days, NFL owners meetings have been happening. And the NFL a couple of days ago approved the idea, and I'm kind of happy about this. I'm kind of curious how many people say yes. NFL players are going to the Olympics to play flag football. The Pro Bowl might mean something now. Maybe they'll practice in the Pro Bowl this coming year, man.
Yep.
Play good. 2028 Los Angeles. Now, here's the thing. When you're making it, we're going to make a roster here. So I don't know exactly how many people you got on a flag football team. But here's the thing.
7. It will be 7 on 7.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Should be.
We have to think, though. It's 2028. You can't pick people that are like 40 years old right now. Like, I don't know if I'll pick Patrick Mahomes. I might pick like a Lamar or Josh Allen. Honestly,
wow,
like,
good
you got to think of. You got to think
it's
of
5 on 5.
Guys.
It's 5 on 5. It's 5 on 5. Okay.
You got to think of these young guys coming.
You got a quarterback.
Yep.
2 receivers, a center, and then a running back. Yeah, running back. So you got 5. Those are your 5. You get 2 receivers, a center, a running back, and a quarterback. All right. We're gonna build our teams.
Yeah, so
you're right. 2028. This is not 2025, 2026. This is in 3 years, right?
You want to draft?
Yes. Yep.
Who goes first?
Let's flip a coin.
Okay, flip a coin. Let me get my phone notes out so I can keep track of my team.
Do I have a
Good.
coin?
If people in the chat are here have a team that you think works out, think 2028 National Football League. American-born players, by the way. We have to be remembering that. They're going to be playing for Team USA. I mean, there's international guys that are probably going to play for like other places like Canada, maybe. But here's the thing. You got to think American-born players in the NFL. You have to be smart. We can't be having guys that aren't born in America representing this country because when we think Olympics, Team USA, they're going to be against us. As I'm hyping us up while Danny waits for his coin.
I'm getting a sticky note.
Oh, a sticky note. Okay.
Here, dirty side or the clean side? What do you want? Dirty or clean?
You can choose. I don't care.
I'll take clean. It is clean.
Now, here's a question.
I'll take the first pick.
Here's a question. I don't really care who my center is, so can we just pick an extra running back or a wide receiver?
No,
or a tight end?
Tight end. Yeah, tight end.
Let's do a tight end instead of.
Oh, yeah, your tight end would play center.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know.
Routes, yeah.
I'll pick Zach Frazier as my center.
Yeah, no. It's not an actual center.
Okay,
they pass block and then they run up for a route.
So we got QB, running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end / center.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
The first overall pick, Team Herb selects Lamar Action Jackson.
That's fair. Because I know I have literally every quarterback in the world to pick, so I can pick him 5th overall here.
Correct.
I'm thinking 2028. Give me Travis Hunter, wide receiver.
Wow, that's a great pick.
I'm thinking
that's the best pick.
You got to think 2020. I mean, Lamar's still going to be elite.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, but Travis Hunter, I think, is going to be a very elite wide receiver.
Wow.
Yep.
And he's gonna play both sides of the ball. Sharp, Nate. Sharp.
Yep. Well, here comes the storm. Oh boy.
I'm gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs.
I was thinking about that, man.
I'm gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs with my second pick. I think I'm gonna get bodied this draft. Travis Hunter, great pick. Dynamite pick.
So I gotta think here. I gotta look up how old he is really quick. So we have Nevin in the chat put his team. He would go Bryce Young, Gibbs, Devontae Smith, Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith. Now, here's what I'm doing. This guy's currently 25. 3 years from now, he'll be 28, still in his prime. Give me Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's a great pick.
Jamar Chase, Travis Hunter.
I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. I'm going to counter you.
I was thinking, is he the same age?
Yeah.
That's fair. I gotta look. I don't need my quarterback yet.
Or no. Jamar Chase is a year younger.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other young running backs I like. Or could be coming to the league. Or who could be like a pop-up. Like Jahmyr Gibbs was the pick.
Great pick.
I was going Gibbs or Travis Hunter, but I was worried you were going to take Travis Hunter. Tight end.
Forgot about Travis Hunter.
Since you already got a running back, I could try to steal a tight end. I don't know why I really like this guy. It's not Travis Kelce because he'll be out of the league. Give me, for some reason, Sam Laporta of the Detroit Lions. One of the best tight ends. Can I change? Or is it illegal? I didn't type it in my phone yet.
You can. That's brutal.
Because you didn't pick a tight end yet, so I'll feel bad.
Sure. That's my next pick was going there.
So can I change?
Go for it.
I'm sorry if I steal your guy. I'm taking Brock Bowers.
It's a great pick.
I forgot about him. Hey, Brock.
Okay, now I can save off. Yeah, Brock's the perfect pick there. I think you got to look at like Kyle Pitts. Even he's young. He's 24. He'll be 28. I don't know if he'll still be in the league, but he's fast. Oh man.
Man, the pick really was Jahmyr Gibbs at running back.
Yeah, I'll save that off. I'll go Malik Neighbors as my second receiver. Malik Neighbors.
It's not bad. I'm saving my QB for last. My running back's gonna be Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, great pick. So do I have one more pick?
Yep.
So I gotta go tight end here. Oh man.
I left you Sam Laporta.
See, there's Laporta, there's Kittle will be 35. And Joke will be old. I think I'm going to go Trey McBride. He'll be 30. Ooh. He'll be 29.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he'll be like 39. I'll go Trey McBride here.
Wait, who were you thinking who's on 39?
39 will be Kittle. Kittle will be 35. But I'm going to go Trey McBride, I think.
So,
or, I mean, I think Kyle Pitts is a good pick too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Kyle Pitts sucks.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the year he finally breaks open, pops off.
Correct. And
like
there probably will be another
Colts.
tight end prospect by then that will be like, yeah, this guy's a lot.
Well, Tyler Warren, who just got drafted, maybe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sure.
But maybe Colston Loveland, who the Bears got.
Yeah.
So QB, I'm on two options. It's not Mahomes because I think
you've got a layup here, Nate. You've got a layup, and I don't know if you're going to take it or not.
I have two because I've built a roster, and with Mahomes though, I don't think he would play. I really don't.
He'll be old too. He'll be old.
Now, one of these guys is going to be, if I did the math right, 32. The other one, 31. I'm picking the younger guy. I'm picking Joe Burrow just because of this.
Wow.
Who's my wide receiver? Jamar Chase. I'm picking Joe Burrow. I could easily go Josh Allen. Easily.
Was that the other option?
That was what I was thinking, other option. But then I was
locking those. Are you locking that in? Because I think you missed on someone.
I'm going Joe Burrow, but here's why. Look at him and Jamar Chase. They're both in their primes. Joe Burrow's still going to be in his prime.
You're locked in? You're locked in?
You picked Lamar. What's Lamar's age going to be that year?
It doesn't matter. He's still going to be fast as shit.
Lamar Jackson's going to be the same age as Joe Burrow.
Exactly. I'm not saying Burrow's old. I'm just saying mobility-wise, will Burrow have an ACL by then? I don't know.
Like, I'm not picking Shedeur. I'm not picking Kenny Pickett. I'm not picking Anthony Richardson. I mean, he would be a cool pick for flag football.
I think you totally whiffed it. You could have gone Kyler Murray.
He's not going to do it. He's going to be in the Call of Duty World Championships.
Dude, Kyler Murray's he had a great year last year.
He also has injury concerns. I don't think
he's also little to the ground. Kyler can move.
Here's the thing: you got to bank on these players to actually say yes to do it.
I'm pretty sure they want to do it.
Now, here's the thing, though.
Do it. No,
I kind of feel bad because there's definitely professional flag football players out there waiting for this moment forever, and then they hear the news.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Professional flag football players; those guys want to be in the NFL.
Yeah,
like their goal was to make it. They literally were not good enough for the NFL. They literally were not good enough for the CFL, the AFL, NEL, and now they're pulling flags. There's 100 leagues. 100 leagues. It just means they're injury prone and they weren't cut out for the NFL. Like, there's no world where I'm taking that 5'7" flag football quarterback over Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I'll take Ben off right now. Ben in 10 years,
bro. Big Ben
easily.
Easily.
I'll take a first round draft quarterback over a guy that couldn't even play in college. Like,
bro, I want Tom Brady to coach. Give me Bill Belichick as head coach. Him and his girlfriend
he won't have fun
with
the team. Give me like Mike McDaniels or Sean McVay.
Oh,
give me Sean McVay as our man.
Sean McVay would be an amazing coach for this.
Open up the playbook. These young guys, he knows how to have fun and have some fun plays. McDaniels is the OC.
Now here's a question as we segue into the next topic. Do you think they'll allow the tush push? Like, honestly, now how would you feel if you're like a guy from Poland or Switzerland? You're lining up against Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, a guy in his prime, and Travis Hunter. What's in your minds if you're like some tiny guy from like England? Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation?
I really don't think that it's going to be like people are going to match up well with.
Oh yeah,
with this like the size is going to be a thing. But dude, I'm telling you, like it's I mean, let's look it up. Let's look up
It became a
international.
story last summer. I think one of the youth teams from America lost to Japan and Canada in football.
Yeah, well, that was. I mean, like, dude, there's none, and
that's in like full uniform.
But like, dude, think about it. Like in the Olympics, like in basketball, like Kyrie Irving was like, I'm playing for Australia. Like, I'm sure there's people that are born in other countries and stuff that are just going to want to play for another team, like anywhere. But I don't know. It's going to be belt to ass no matter what it is.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. It's like the World Baseball Classic. Before we move on, they had like there was a story about the Czech Republic. They were like playing Japan, and there was the meme. It was like Shohei Ohtani's literally pitching against substitute teachers and plumbers right now because there were guys on the team that were substitute teachers in Czech Republic. That might be the same exact thing for flag football. But I mean, they're actually going to – the Olympics usually sends forth literally the best of the best. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like Canada, for some reason, has, like, a bunch of NFL players. And the NFL also is implementing these, like, international programs. Like, you're going to have, like, UFL guys, like XFL, like people that have played football, college football players, too. Because there's a lot of Canadian-born college football players.
Yeah, a lot of the guys from the CFL can play, too. Like,
oh, yeah, you're, like, it should be USA versus Canada. If the CFL lets their guys
I'm pretty
play.
sure Mexico has a league. Like, dude, all these countries have leagues. They're not as good.
I kind of hope the NCAA, they'll be stupid and not let the college players play, but it would be cool if college players can play and you could get like Travis Hunter.
Any college player over an NFL player.
Well, here's the thing. Do I trust NFL players to actually say yes? No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think like I think you got to get like the most talented guys you can find, and they would definitely like. I could totally see the coach if he wants like 4 NFL guys and he wants like an upstarter on the bench or whatever, like a backup from college, like this young guy who's like, imagine like the number 1 overall projected draft pick got picked for this. Like honestly, that's like I forget when they did it. It was like women's basketball. I think they picked like I forget who it was. They sent him over for like 3v3, like some guys, people still in college. Because it's like, let's see what they got. Like this year, like imagine they sent like Cam Ward in this, like as an opportunity. It's like, hey, or Travis Hunter, you're the projected number 1 overall guy. Go ahead, go against the best. I think it would be cool. But yeah,
tush push time.
It's not banned.
Not banned. Ruled today. Not banned. Thank God. Honestly, I know you're anti tush push. I'm pro tush push. Here's my stance on it. I'll get to it because I want to hear your stances on it. I'm happy it's not banned. And I'm not an Eagles fan at all. I'm very happy it's not banned.
Yeah, that's fair. Is that it? Is that all you got?
I want to hear your stance on it.
Yeah. So my thing is, I just find it really boring. I don't find it competitive at all. And here's my thing about it. I get why it's not banned, and I get why it shouldn't be banned. But I just think back to the NFC Championship. Commanders, Eagles. There was a play, it literally took like 5 to 10 minutes because I think it was like a 2-point conversion try, or it was like a first down or fourth down or whatever.
Was the Rams or it was the Seahawks? Yeah.
It was the Commanders. Commanders, Eagles.
Yes.
And it was the NFC Championship. And the Eagles are trying to score a touchdown. It's still a close game at the time. And they're on literally the 1-inch line. How else are you supposed to stop it? The guy's like, you have to like time it perfectly. Even when you time it perfectly, like it was a dumb rule because it's like the way the ball is snapped or like the way the movement starts, you can't do anything to stop it. And I get why it's still a thing. Like the fan in me hates the rule just because it's like, I just find the play boring and you can't really do much to stop. Even the best, like you only see it, it's rare. And here's the thing with that. When I had to hear a referee say flat out loud in that game, literally name drop the guy saying, if he jumps over again, we're going to give the Eagles a free touchdown, free points. Like, what are we doing here? And like, here's the funny thing. There was a difference. So when I got to work this morning, the news was that the NFL like safety committee was voted to ban it or whatever it was. And then it got changed. So, like, it looked like it was getting banned for a second. Let me see if I can actually find the tweet because I screenshotted it. It was from Diana Rossini, and it went as hours away from the owner's vote surrounding it, told both the league's competition and players' health and safety committees have voted to ban the play. I get it from both of those aspects because honestly, like from a competition standpoint, I don't think a lot of teams love it. And I don't think a lot of fans like on like my side of thing don't find it that competitive. It's just it's literally a free first down, and props to the Eagles. Literally,
Here's
no
my thing, though,
other
Nate.
team can do it.
If it's so unstoppable, why doesn't everyone do it? No, people
Yeah,
try. No
that's
one
the
is
thing.
is successful at all. The
Nope.
Eagles have just perfected it. If you can't beat them, join them, and no one can join them.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. It's not this secret play that no one knows how to do. It literally, look at the formation. They do the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the Eagles' fault that you can't do it. The Steelers couldn't do it. Kenny Pickett couldn't do it. You have to have a quarterback that squats 600 pounds.
You just gotta have one. Beefy.
My always thing, Nate. My thing with this always was have a tush push, like set. Like I wouldn't even bring in, like if I'm like a team like the Chiefs, I'm signing someone, and I'm literally, their role on this team is to do the tush push. First of all, it's going to limit injuries. Second of all, like I would I would get a whole new set of not even offensive linemen, but I would get, you know how there's 2 running backs to push you? I'm throwing 2 offensive linemen in there. And I'm putting either a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds, or I'm doing my running back. And you're taking the snap, and you're getting pushed by 2 more linemen behind you that are acting as running backs or just fat. And like, do that. And you'll be like the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. Every team can do it. It's simple. Don't let a team get to 4th and 1.
Yeah. My thing is, though, too, it's
99% of teams are going to convert 4th and 1 regardless.
Yeah. What have the Eagles done that other teams haven't done also? Build a great offensive line.
Correct.
Their O-line's like the best in the league.
It is.
And my thing with it, I just hate the play. I hate how it's like my thing. Like I'm biased against it just because I don't like it. I don't like watching it. I want to see a fun product on the field. And I just feel like it's not fun watching the defense just never, like, I think I've saw it stopped on TV live maybe once or twice, but like, it's not my fault. But like, here's the list of teams that voted to keep it. These are the 10 teams that kind of saved the rule because I guess it didn't get, I mean, it had 22 votes and I guess it needed 24 to get banned. The teams that voted to keep it, of course, are the Eagles. That's an easy one. The Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, New York Jets, and Tennessee Titans. And someone brought this up on Twitter too. The Bills hated this play. They don't like it. Every team in the AFC East voted to keep it, besides the Bills. Imagine they're all going to use it against them. Note, the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC North and Cincinnati Bengals voted to ban it. So you know what? Good job, Steelers. But I mean, that's my point of view. But like I said, I get why it's still a thing. I'm surprised like the NFL like safety committee also saw it as like, we need to get rid of this. Maybe they see something we don't. Maybe there's like maybe like the safety people think there's like a higher concussion chance, which I guess since they're like getting pushed against each other, I mean, you kind of already are playing football, but I guess since you're that close and it's like that type of a play and you can get like a bigger pile, maybe that's why. I mean, but yeah, and they also, I guess, they're implementing a O-lineman of the year finally too. So you know what? That good for them. Coming up with good stuff in the NFL or whatever it is. But yeah, tush push still here to stay. Good thing the Steelers don't have to play the Eagles this year.
Sorry, there's noise being made.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, while Danny waits for noise, I'm just gonna keep going here. But yeah, the tush push, to push or not to push, it's a question you have to ask. And the Eagles are still going to be pushing tushes. As crazy as that sounds. Pause. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next because you can tell teams don't like it. And the Lions even got rid of their rule proposal. They wanted to actually change the seating order, I think, which is weird because the Vikings were the ones screwed by that. And like, yeah. I get it, but it's like, it would bring up like you're reseeded based off your actual like records and stuff. But yeah, Interesting.
Guess that's all we got, though.
Yeah, good episode today. I like
Great
that
episode. Yeah. Flag football. I don't know whose team won. I think Travis Hunter was a steal.
Well, I was thinking is like he's going to be a prime. How old is he going to be in 2028? How old is he now? He has to be like 20.
21, 20.
So Travis
My
Hunter,
age?
he's going to be 25. He's 22 right now. Born in May.
Okay, yeah.
He's born May. Actually, his birthday just happened. It's May 18th.
Yeah, so he's 22.
He'll be 25.
That's
Travis
his prime.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Hunter, Jamar Chase. You stole Jahmyr Gibbs from me, though. I wanted
I like
Gibbs.
my neighbor's pick. I like my Malik Neighbors pick.
Oh, I didn't even hear you take Neighbors.
Yeah. Neighbors and Jamar Chase. Or and
Jefferson. We got both these LSU guys.
Yeah.
All of them, practically.
Mine's all
Except for Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
I got Joe Burrow, too, but should have picked Kenny Pickett. He'll be in his prime by then.
I will take him. Well, good episode today.
We doing this Friday again or no?
We'll try, yeah.
Okay. Hopefully we got Rodgers news, maybe. Who knows?
No. All right. I can't. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yep.
We'll see you all next time.
See y'all later.
Adios.